What's going on YouTube? Santino here, coming back with another video, aka Daily Soldier, and pretty much just like the title says, I made a film. All right, what kind of film? I made a short film, and that wasn't just me, but it was also a collaborative work between a lot of talented people who made this happen. We've been working on this for a very long time. Specifically, it's been in my head since December. It's been on paper since January, and we pretty much have covered the entire film. We finished filming. Production is not at a halt. We're still adding some minor tweaks and detail and stuff to the project, but pretty much this film has actually gone from a little small-time hobby film to a film that's actually going to be released in movie theaters. And for me, that was not expected. I was expecting to put this up on YouTube, maybe on a different channel, maybe just on some sort of stream program that you can find online, but it actually got to the point where we're actually going to have a screening, and not only just a regular screening, but according to my project Excel worksheets, whatever you want to call it, we're actually going to have a sold-out crowd for the audience. And for me, I'm still today is a Friday, and usually Fridays are awesome to begin with, but for some reason today it just became even more greater, because I just realized that we're going to have a sold-out audience for this viewing, for the premiere. And if you're in the California area, I'm sorry for you New Yorkers, Chicagoans, I'm not going to do it over there, but in California, if you're in the Bay Area specifically, I invite you to come to come see the film. I want to figure out a place. If you guys have any ideas where I can actually stream this, so everyone can see the film, not just the people watching it in the theaters, that'd be fantastic. But let's get into this video right now.
Sí, señor, yo soy del rancho.
Your mother.
So again, this whole entire film is actually, I give a lot of credit to my man Phil. He was the true magician for this entire project. He was the editor, so if it looks like shit, you should blame him, not me. I didn't do anything. But anywho, this film would have not happened if it wasn't for Phil. I mean, if Phil wasn't on this project 100%, I'd have to deal with, Apple's Apple's other programs that exist. Like, I'm not going to mention them because I don't like them. But pretty much we used an entire amazing program that actually made everything possible. It's called DaVinci Resolve. And DaVinci Resolve honestly gave us the entire flexibility to really get deep into this, into the entire, that's not my world to talk about, but Phil knows all about that, and he did a phenomenal job with that, because not only that, but we ended up using, what was it, Fusion? Yeah, Fusion ended up being one of the special effects systems that we used for this. So if you guys are looking to make your own film, this is exactly the program that we used, and I do recommend it big time. But let's get going to the actual film. So the film was shot on location in New York City. We filmed in February. No, was it January or February?
It was January.
Yeah. So in January we filmed, and there were some points where we had to take a lot of breaks, because it was super freaking cold. I think one day it got down to 12 degrees, correct? Yeah. I mean, I personally thought that it can't get colder than Chicago, but it got colder than Chicago. I mean, there was points where we had to take our beanies off, because you can't wear a beanie every single time you film. So that was a big hurdle. But yeah, we shot on a location, New York City, and that was awesome, because it gave a big authenticity to the actual film in itself. So if I recommend anybody to do a film, I would always recommend to film on location. It's going to give your film in general just a crazier vibe than just filming in some random lot or something like that. But yeah, I do recommend. New York City was difficult to shoot in. It was actually one of the most daunting tasks because we had to deal with a lot of foot traffic. We had to deal with a lot of actual traffic, and it wasn't easy to film. We had to film in areas of New York City where you'd have to go film in the middle of the night in order for you to get an actual shot. But even that, when we shot around, I think we shot one time at 1 a.m. in the morning, correct? And it was just, even at that point, you know, New York City is a city that does not sleep, and there was always people around, so it was kind of difficult to really film on location. But we actually got through it, and we did it, and it was great that we did, because now I do not regret any of the filming that we did in New York City. Again, just going back to the difficulty. The difficulty was that, yeah, I was not supposed to be the main character for this film. I did not even want to act in this film. I'm pretty sure Phil didn't even want to be in the film. I had a job as director and producer that I did not want to put myself in that, because it just honestly looks, in my opinion, too narcissistic, and I don't like that. Hopefully, my next film, I'm not in it at all. I just want to be behind the camera. And same thing, Phil, I'm pretty sure, you know, we're not actors. I mean, we were in this point, but we did not want to do it. And the difficulty about this project was that we had no crew at all. We had to start from scratch. And in the beginning, it was just me and Phil. And then until we got to the end is when we actually started getting a small crew helping us with the entire film. And that honestly was great, because now, at least for Phil's sake, he could have stepped, because in his role, he needs to step out from the film, because he has to look at it with a bird's eye view perspective in a way. And I wish I would have done the same thing, but unfortunately, since I was the main character, I had to stay throughout the entire film. There was no choice. But yeah, originally wasn't supposed to be in it. I just needed to get this film done, and you know what? It worked out for the best, because now, again, going back to the beginning of the film, this film has gotten us a full sold out ticket in the box office. We have no seating whatsoever. The entire venue, I believe, later on tonight will be completely sold out. There's not going to be any more, no more seats. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that result. Was not expecting that. Again, this was just a hobby of mine that I like to do. Me and Phil have been doing films for, not films, but we've been doing screenwriting and a lot of scripts for, I don't know, probably more than 10 years. Would you say that, Phil? Is that accurate? Yeah. So we've been doing it for a while now. And finally, 2022 was our year, and I'm happy we were able to do it. But okay, so the cinema premiere is going to be May 23rd at 8 p.m. in California, around the Bay Area, which happens to be Francis Coppola's. What's his name? I'm sorry, I just butchered his name. Francis Coppola. There we go. This is his grounds. This is where he's from, and so we're in wine country here, and that's where we're going to show the film. And we had several theaters that we were going to check out, but this one theater in particular caught my attention, and unfortunately with one of the other theaters they backed out, but this theater totally took us in with open arms, and they have been completely upfront with us, and yeah, I mean, it's all an investment here. So the theater business, they need their money, so we had to pay. So but at the same time, the tickets pays off the entire venue by itself. And so with my military background, at least with operations and stuff, I was able to have a leg up, at least with producing the film. You know, doing all the marketing, doing all the project management. Thank God I had experience with the military. And in the military, I was doing crazier stuff, like doing military missions and stuff like that, deployments, all that good stuff. I was a big part in the military. That was my job. So I did current operations, and I applied that to this film, and which obviously got us the ability to go to a theater and show this entire film to the entire world. Now, just closing off with this video, what's gonna happen is that we're gonna end up having a pretty good ceremony during the premiere. We're gonna show the actual film, and our next step, hopefully for next year, technically it has to be next year, but we are gonna go into the film festivals. This is only the first part of this film. Later on tonight, you should see the trailer, hopefully right after this video. So there is anticipating screenings in the future, but again, we're just waiting to see what happens with this first screening, the premiere. Depending on the success of this one will depend if there's going to be another one. Hopefully there is, you never know, but if there's not, then we also have anticipating, I mean, knock on wood, but pretty much we're thinking about going on to the online streaming services to show this short film. And again, guys, it's a short film, and there is a couple of networks that kind of are interested in this, but let's keep that under wraps because we don't want to talk about it too much. Because again, this is our very first film that's going to be, you know, public to everybody to see, and so I don't want to talk too much about that. But what I can talk about is everything that I learned from this entire project. The entire project was daunting. It's something that I can probably never relate to anything ever again. I mean, this is probably, yeah, the most daunting thing I've ever done. And I don't mean to ramble, but I learned that in order to do this film, you honestly have to work with a tight group. Like I said before, the military did help me a lot with the planning and organization of the film. And I put that and I executed that correctly in order to do this. So there was a lot of lessons learned, and maybe in the future I can actually make a video on the entirety of the entire film and how we did it step by step, in case that any of you people are interested in actually making a film for yourself. Again, we talked about the system that we used. We talked about the personnel that was needed, and we talked about all the logistical aspects of making a film in this video. And again, I can't really think of other things to say. So if you do have any questions, put them down in the comment, comment down below, and really, if there's something that I missed that you want me to talk about, just go ahead and put it down there. I'll comment back as soon as possible, and pretty much, yeah. But you guys, I want to put down the link of the description below. You guys give us a big help. Give us a big help here. Go on GoFundMe.com and basically click on this link down here, right here. Boom, boom. Click on it. Help us out. See what you can do. Donate. I mean, again, I don't like to ask for money, but if you feel like, you want to help us out, help us out. Again, there's no urge. You guys just watching my YouTube channel to begin with is far great enough. But again, thank you. There have been some very generous donations already on other programs as well, websites, I guess. You guys, I am extremely tired. I've exhausted everything. This is completely stressful, and I love it. But regardless of that, this is Santino coming back at you with this video, and I hope that you took something from this. And if you have any questions, leave it down below. Email me, give me a DM, whatever you have to do to get in touch with me. Let's collaborate one day if there's anybody out there who wants to collaborate with our team. But that's it. Just leaving you all. Hit the bell notifications, like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications. I keep saying that. Boom, boom, boom. Guys, take it easy. Don't want to leave too much of you guys. I got shit to do. Bye-bye.